Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Table Talk on 802 Scoop, live from 185 North Main Street here in Barrie. And it's starting to get a little black out there. It looks like it's going to get crummy, as we heard. Maybe some severe storms, thunder, lightning,
winds, hail.
But it's going to get warmer, hail. And now I saw there's a very slight chance in a couple of locations for a tornado.
Tornado? I thought you were going to say the S word.
No S word. They did talk about that later in the week, but sleet, hail, those sorts of things, maybe. But wind and just crappy weather coming in. So batten down the hatches is what they say. Make sure there's nothing loose outside and all of that good stuff, and that you're careful. So, yep, that's what's happening. We have to say happy Telecommunicators Week. That's what this is National Telecommunicators Week. So to all of the dispatchers around the state of Vermont and everywhere, there's been a couple of shout outs and recognition on Facebook this morning. And of course, we've shared those for Barrie City and Montpelier as of yet. And then I saw a lot more put out there as well.
Good.
So, I mean, they have a tough job. Yeah, let's face it. I wouldn't want to be on the phone trying to figure out all of that stuff. And as we know, especially here in Barrie, sometimes several things are happening all at once, and you're trying to keep all the calls straight and all the people running in all the different directions and where they need to be and safely and all of that stuff.
And I think
while keeping people calm on the phone. I
think they may be understaffed too at the Barrie City, because we did just had one retire. But I know those dispatchers work a lot of overtime hours.
I feel like all professions are understaffed. Are there any professions now that are literally full staffed anymore? I feel
Probably
like there
not.
isn't.
Probably not.
Yeah, I feel like there isn't anymore. But that's, they do a good job, and we're lucky to have them. And as we know, this past weekend was a crazy busy weekend. This morning, the reports were there were 3 fires over the weekend, and all 3 of those fires were deadly fires. And the fire departments from across the state are reminding people the importance of smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors. Make sure that those things are in working order, because in at least one of these cases, they know that probably would have saved somebody's life. So, very devastating. And thank you to all the departments. And we have to say a thank you also to Domino's right here in Barrie, who provided at midnight pizza and water to the firefighters up in East Barrie.
It was real nice of them.
It was really nice of them. And they do that a lot. They were here during the flood. They were constantly giving out free pizzas, bringing them down to the neighborhoods and running all over. They adapted with a bike to deliver. I mean, they did all kinds of things. And they do that all the time for the people in the community when there's something going on. And especially with emergency crews, they are always giving, and they do a lot here. And a lot of people don't realize, yes, they're a chain, they're a franchise, but they're locally owned and operated.
Yes.
That person lives right here in the community, kids that go to school, they spend money here, pay taxes here, they do all of that too. And people forget that when you say shop local. Sometimes you exclude places like Domino's,
Yeah.
Subway, those types of things because you think that, yeah. But it's local.
It's local. It's
Give them your business
Right.
because they certainly give a lot to the community.
been a lot of talk lately about all these Kentucky Fried Chickens closing up.
Yes. I truthfully haven't been to Kentucky Fried Chicken in years, many, many, many years. So I'm not really all that sad about it. I
Yeah.
thought it was disgusting for a real long time. But a lot of people are really upset about it.
And I don't know. I don't think it's a corporate-wide thing. I think it's, probably some of their locations that aren't doing well financially. I know there's been a lot of stories about the Barry Montpelier Road being a filthy building.
Yeah.
The one in Rutland I heard was pretty bad too. Their newer ones are usually saddled up with Taco Bell, so you have the two businesses in one building. They have one like that up in St. Johnsbury.
And we know that you have some people in your family who
Yeah,
have to make pit stops at
Yeah.
those. And I know Craig especially is the Taco Bell guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Greg and Keegan like to take off from deer camp, and while the rest of us are still out in the woods, and we come back and they're gone, but they come back with,
Lots of food,
Oh yeah,
at
they'll give us
least.
some chicken, but
Right.
I think they ate the tacos on the way back.
Well, you kind of can't blame them, I guess. Speaking of food, we have a new advertiser presenting sponsor with us, Gunner Brook Market and Deli, which you and I love to go and get stuff for dinner every once in a while. We've had some really good stuff there so
Yeah.
far. No complaints ever. And it's always super clean. They're super friendly.
Well-stocked.
Stocked, great beer and wine selection, as well as just anything last minute that you can think that you might need on the way home or that you forgot. Absolutely, but the deli is great. They have a big
Right.
menu with great items. I loved their onion rings. I thought those were really good too.
Their French fries are good.
Yeah, everything. The sandwiches we've gotten, it's been great.
Go there, get the Big Mac wrap.
Yeah, Big Mac rack. Although that roast beef sub we had the other
That
night
was very
really
good.
good as well.
Yeah.
Perfectly done as far as I'm concerned. You got just enough, or
Yeah.
just what you should in the sandwich. It wasn't all bread, but it wasn't all so
No.
stacked with meat that you couldn't taste anything else either. It was
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
But they also, like I said, fully stocked beer and wine, tobacco and vape products galore. I mean,
I remember
holy
right too,
cow.
they do like breakfast sandwiches, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. Yep. And they have daily specials, and then they have loyalty cards, all kinds of things that happen there. So they're located right on the main drag
Yep.
here, just above Hope Cemetery on the right, 339 East Montpelier Road.
Right on the,
the
yep,
corner of Gunner Brook
Gunner
Road.
Brook
and,
Road.
which I don't know that they call it Gunner Brook Road anymore, do they?
I don't know.
That's what it was always
That's-
called when I was a kid. So
That's what I call it.
That's what I call it too. But it's right on the corner, 339 East Montpelier Road. You can call 476-5560, but just know that the phone is busy a lot. So you're better off just going and enjoying what they have there. Hours are Monday through Thursday, 5:30 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 5:30 to 10. And this is 5:30 a.m. so that they're there in the morning for those breakfast sandwiches on the way to work. And then Sunday, 7 to 8. So check them out. It's a great store. We
Yeah.
love to go in there. And like I said, and the vape and tobacco selection is crazy. It's like the amount of stuff they have in there is just
Yeah,
pretty
like-
incredible.
Like the bongs.
Yeah, bongs. They have. I mean, they have everything. So it's pretty cool, well stocked, and they're just so super friendly.
Yeah, they
they're
are.
it's a great place to go, and we are happy to have them on board as new advertisers with us. Gunner Brook market and deli right up here on Route 14. So welcome to them, and we have 2 more that are coming on board, but I won't. I'll announce them one at a time. We'll get those names out there and shout outs and work on their ads. But we're growing. We're like this morning we grew by 100 followers just yesterday. It's insane. So I don't know. It's probably time for a contest, but we're now at 14,800. So just in the last 24 hours, we grew by 100 followers, and so we appreciate all the likes, comments, shares. Share the shows, share their page, invite your friends, do all that stuff. It's awesome.
Make sure you hit follow. So
Yeah,
you follow
make sure
us.
you hit follow so it follows. And then we just hit 2.4 million views in the last 28 days, and that's super cool. I'm super proud of that. Sometimes it's a lot of work, as you know. Most people don't probably think that it is, but the amount of hours I invest in it a day are a lot more than most would realize. It's not a quick, easy thing at all. So, and now you got to keep up with all these damn AI graphics. You have to be able to keep up with, learning how to make all these things in your own programs, because the AI graphics are, pretty nice. So you got to be able to work through all of that. Then this weekend, you have a busy weekend. Tell us all what you're going to be doing.
So it looks like I'll be on the AAU basketball trail again. This weekend it's down in the Rutland area.
And even some in New York.
Yeah, so let's see. I have Saturday starting at 8 a.m. at Mill River Union High School. A game at 8 a.m. At Mill River. Then, let's see, that's Bell's team. Keegan's team is at 9 o'clock at Fairhaven. Then Bell plays again at 10 a.m. at Mill River. And Keegan plays at 11 a.m. again at Fairhaven. So that
You're going to need a clone.
So Saturday's not bad because, there's overlap, but
You're going to have to go to one of each, probably.
Right. And then,
trucking in between.
Right. And Brooke and, Jordan's coaching, so he's got to be with Keegan's team. We'll bounce around, but that's, 4 games Saturday starting at 8 a.m. And the last game ends at 12:30. So that's not bad. We can get back, early that day. Sunday is, let's see.
That's the crazy day.
That is
the
a
day
crazy
where you
day.
go into New York, and we'll post the schedules. Usually, they have them out. Jordan makes a post by Thursday.
Yeah.
And we post it out, and it tells where all the different teams are playing.
So
what the
Sunday,
schedule is.
again, 8 a.m. first game. That's Bell at the Castleton Recreation Department. And then Bell again at 10 a.m. at the Castleton Rec Department. So that works out good. Keegan doesn't play his first game until noon. So
Perfect.
But
it's in New York.
in Granville, New York, at Granville High School.
Yep.
And then his second game is at 2 p.m. at Glenbrook Gym in New York.
So you'll be hopping around quite a bit, and I will be back here because on Saturday is the first ever Spring Fling festival here in Barrie. Summer Street Tavern is putting that on, and I think it's going to be a really good time. Live music, race cars, event stuff for the kids, the Under Attack Nerf gun wars, different vendors, all kinds of great things going on right out back here at Summer Street Tavern, 30 Summer Street in Barrie. But also, there are a bunch of participating vendors, stores, eateries, all up Main Street, so that are participating in the event. I know Corey The Corey Restaurant is having some live music that day. They've got some specials going on. So many people teamed up to make this happen. And so check it out. That's happening this Saturday. Everything at Summer Street is happening from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then there are some things going on here in the morning as well. And then on Sunday, when you're doing all of that craziness, I will be at the Den in Williamstown for the Brittany Burt Memorial Bingo fundraiser. That fundraiser happens from noon to 5. I'll get there probably 11:15, 11:30 to help set up, get everything going. Donna Thunder will be calling the numbers with me this year. So that'll be a lot of fun. She's going to bring the energy and the vocals and all of that great stuff. But it's a really good time. So it's going to be a crazy busy weekend for sure. Monday we'll probably just need to pull covers over our head and sleep all day or something. I don't know. But by then we'll be tired, right?
I think so.
So, but yeah, so lots going on in the community and just in kids' sports alone. There's always something going on, always something that you can enjoy and bring the kids to.
I think this is going to be the last weekend that Granite City Blast does any AA.
Yeah, because then
he's got to
they're
get ready for
transferring.
baseball and softball.
Yeah, Berry City Community Baseball Softball, which, by the way, is the recipient of next month's May
9th.
Yep, May 9th will be the breakfast for Michael on a Mission, and so the kids will be the recipient of next month's May's Michael on a Mission right over at Tasty Bites, in which it helps with transportation. Last year we saw what happened with the concession stand that continued to get broken into. Funds for kids for equipment and different things like that. So all of that really counts. Maybe giving a child an opportunity that they wouldn't necessarily have without that money. Yeah. So join us, please, at Tasty Bites for that breakfast next month. And hopefully some of the parents and players will join us down there as well.
Yeah.
Maybe that means I'm going to have to get there earlier because it goes from 7 to 9. That I'll actually have to be there a little bit longer since it's the kids, and maybe we can get them to go down too.
Yeah.
We'll see how it all goes. So tomorrow,
that may be opening weekend for them too, because when's Mother's Day?
I can't remember. I think
Mother's Day is usually right around the first games.
Yeah, and which I think that I heard Jordan say it the other night when we were at dinner, but I don't remember now. I know it is coming up right around the corner, for sure. You are absolutely correct when you say that. Yeah, I know that that's the case. And more,
Mother's Day, Sunday, May 10th.
May 10th. So it probably... Maybe it is that weekend then?
That would be
opening weekend.
That would be opening weekend. Yeah.
So maybe they'll be up and about and want to go have a good hearty breakfast first, so they can join us on that. And then happy birthday today to the Air Force Reserve. It was established April 14th, 1948 by President Harry Truman. I'm reading the whole thing. Dates back more than 100 years to when the Reserve Air Power was established in the National Defense Act of 1916. We won't talk about, I was going to say something really smart-ass, but I won't.
You say something smart-ass?
Well, to you. Anyway, about, how long it's been around.
Yeah,
but,
I know where you were going.
You just had a birthday yesterday. So, but you had a good, happy birthday.
I did have a great birthday.
So you got to go out to dinner and enjoy family, and it was a good weekend of basketball and all that good stuff. So you did at least have say hi to Barb.
Hi, Barb.
Is signed on here with us. Join us tonight for the Open Hearts meeting at Turning Point Center, right over on Air Street in Barrie. It's such a good group. It's growing. More and more people are finding out about it, coming out. It's over at the Turning Point Center. It starts at 6, goes till 7. Who knows? Someday we may have to expand it to go for more than an hour because we're a lot of people are coming in. It's a place where if you have a loved one, you know, a family member, loved one, whatever you want to call them, that is struggling with substance use disorder, and you've been going through the motions with them for years, like I have, where you can talk things out and learn from each other and just support each other and not feel so alone in the whole thing, because it gets overwhelming when you feel like, and you've been to the meetings with me, you know, you hear parents say, have any of you ever gone through that? And then more often than not, one of us has, or something very similar. So we can just talk about how we got through it and what we did, and even if what we did was just sit home and cry and wait by the phone, it's just knowing that somebody else is doing the same thing. It's not just you. And it's so, I mean, it's here, it's everywhere. And lately the overdose deaths have been boom, 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 pretty consistent. There's a couple of really bad tranquilizers that are being used out there right now that they're cutting drugs with, and are super potent and are literally killing people. And these traffickers, they get caught. We just had one guy the other day who, you know, got a shit sentence, and he was literally trafficking fentanyl, straight up fentanyl. In my mind, that's attempted murder or premeditated murder. He knows damn well that that's what he's bringing in, and that's going to be the result. But they, you know, trafficking, a big deal at this point. The penalties for the actual dealers and the people that are bringing this shit into our community need to be much stiffer than they are.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure. Yeah. That's what I have to say about that. We're gonna clean the window.
You're gonna clean the window. Gonna sweep up some of the leaves and stuff around here.
Crazy amounts of leaves.
That back door, just when you open the back door, the leaves come flying in.
They do come flying in, and it drives me crazy. The tree pollen, I saw the counts for that are already really high. And so far, it's not bothering me, but I'm gonna go get the allergy pills just in case. Just in case.
Because, you know, like I said the other day, you get all this rain coming, but then the first sunny day after the rain, leaves are going to start popping.
And it's going to be warm.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be warm.
So here it all comes. No city council meeting tonight.
Nope.
Do we know what's, like, has anything new come about? In the meantime, do we know?
No.
Nothing new is up with that.
No.
And then we know that in the auditorium, they've already closed it down.
They've closed it down. They have not started any physical renovation work yet. I'm not sure exactly when they'll mobilize, but you know, they've got things that they're waiting for that are being shipped in, air handlers, new boiler.
I'm just reading, a Barrie woman driving on U.S. Route 2 in Waterbury went off the road on Monday, avoiding a collision with a stopped school bus as a student was stepping off the bus, according to the Vermont State Police. The incident happened a few minutes after 4 p.m. as school buses were making their afternoon drop-offs. Trooper May Murdoch said Krista Lampman, 52 of Barrie, was headed southbound on Route 2 in a 2003 Honda Element. Murdoch's report explained that Lampman's came upon and stopped school bus that had its red lights illuminated, and the juvenile was actively getting off the school bus. Reported the vehicle malfunctioned, resulting in her going off the roadway and striking some shrubbery. Well, that's good. At least she didn't strike the school bus. How frightening would that have been?
Something malfunctioned, I'm sure. Yeah.
Right. maybe distracted driving, maybe something did malfunction, who knows, whatever. But
Well, thankfully, nobody got
malfunction
hurt.
would be, look at the one in Montpelier. The one that happened yesterday afternoon, that car literally drove up
Uphill.
that bank.
That was a steep
and
bank.
It was a steep bank, and right into that house.
And
Quite a
apparently
bit of
must have
damage
been
to
going
the
pretty
house.
fast because there was a lot of damage done.
Yeah, and to make it up that hill like that, like, wow, what the hell could have possibly happened that that would be the case? Like, holy cow. Do you know what today is?
Yeah,
In Vermont.
Tuesday.
No, like today happens once a year, every year. It's been happening for a really long time, and it's like this huge day where people stand in line for hours.
Ben and
for
Jerry's
this.
free ice cream.
Yep, free cone day today. I personally have never stood in line to get a
I
free
can't
ice
stand in
cream.
line just for
I've stood in line at the Legendary in
Yeah.
Williamstown for an ice cream
Right.
that I pay for.
But that
gladly.
line's not usually not real long like when they do the Ben and Jerry's thing.
When they do free cone day. And speaking of Legendary, I would assume they'll be opening up soon. So,
Oh.
we'll be up there getting some ice cream for sure. I can't wait. I hope he brings back the maple bourbon coffee because that was absolutely incredible. That ended up being my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I like butter pecan and a sugar cone. That's what would have always been my go-to. But that stuff is, it was so good. So, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, chocolate, but just about any ice cream.
Chocolate. You and your chocolate. Chocolate everything.
That's right.
Chocolate Hershey nuggets, chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
That's right.
Yeah, anything. But let's see. I'm trying to pull up this ad here for this because there's lots of different events happening this weekend. And I guess we'll just post them. We'll make sure. But this weekend is the final weekend of the winter market in Montpelier, the Winter Farmers Market, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., 45 College Street. And so it's the last one, and the summer one doesn't start until May 2nd. So they a few weeks reprieve there. And I think the same has happened in Barrie. I don't know if it was last week or this week that is the final market, but
So Tracy should be putting out pretty soon her schedule, the
yes,
farmers market.
for all of that stuff.
Yep.
And I actually, she had told me once not too long ago because I needed to know it for people that want to do different events, so that over the fundraisers or just have their vendor tables there at the park, so that spread the word. So I think I need to ask her so that we can.
That was a good move, kind of putting everything on the same day.
Oh,
and having
absolutely, I agree.
And having it at Courier Park is so much better than City Hall Park.
Yeah, it's less noise, especially when you're trying to listen to the band and stuff. It just, it's better. I like it way better. So hopefully we'll hear about all of that soon. She's already I shouldn't say already because she's been doing it for a few months now, and I think she starts the day after. But all the Heritage Festival information is starting to come out too.
Oh, yeah.
There's, vendors and musicians, and I know there's going to be a competition, a talent show. Donna Thunder's heading that up, and all kinds of different things like that. Speaking of talent shows, they're also doing those at the Den. That's So You Think You Can Sing.
Yep.
And a couple weeks, Barb and I were there a couple weeks ago. Was it 2 Fridays ago now? Yes.
Was it just last?
No, because last
Oh,
Friday
yeah, it was
weren't.
2.
Right. So I think it'll happen again this Friday. I'll have to check. But my cousin Maddox entered, and he blows me away every time. Always has, always will. But they had a lot of good people there, And I think this week they'll actually start doing the elimination process, which is tough. Like,
Yeah.
there are 3 judges. I would hate to be a judge and to have to eliminate somebody. That would be like, yeah. I don't know. I think I would feel bad. You know, people think of me as being pretty ruthless because I'll say whatever's on my mind when it's on my mind. But when it comes to that stuff, it would make me feel bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
And good afternoon, Joe. And congratulations on your final treatment. Hopefully everything will continue to go well and you'll continue to get better and, things start turning around for you.
Yeah.
For sure. But good afternoon and welcome and checking us out today, tuning in. You missed all the good stuff unless you've been here for a little bit, but you were just being quiet. Although I cannot imagine Joe being quiet at all. Wing-a-Ding Wednesday, this Wednesday with Donna Thunder and friends over at the VFW Post 790 on Route 302. Go enjoy some wings or any of the other items on their menu. Ron Tallman's manning the grill. As always, Donna's doing the entertainment, and it's just a good time. Usually lots of people there. Usually Joe is there. Go out, have some good food. And, he'll be at Summer Street Tavern. Oh, yes, that's right. I forget. So he'll be at Summer Street Tavern, but Wing-a-Ding Wednesday is tomorrow night at the VFW Post 790 on Route 302. Oh, and now he's saying I'll be there. Who knows? Apparently Joe's going to be all over.
He's going to be all over the place.
Or were you saying that you'll be at Summer Street Tavern this weekend on Saturday for the Spring Festival? Maybe that's what you mean, because I know Bikers for Beth has a table there. I think they're going to be selling raffle tickets and their apparel, all of that good stuff that Val is working hard on. Val Yipes, Barry Bevan and Son, another advertiser with us who we are so proud to have. They do a great job down there, and they're always crazy busy. Every time we go in there, they're slammed and have something going on. So check them out too for all of your summer needs. For you can get your windows tinted, you can get your car cleaned before the season, you can get inspected, you can get your oil change, you can get your tire swap over, you can get it decals put on, you can get it, all kinds of things done to your car. And then for sports, yard sale signs, all of those sorts of things, they can letter up. They can put graphics on just about anything, and it's quality graphics that last. Yeah, Yipes, Barry Bevan and Son. We love them. What else do we got? Anything?
I was checking to see when the Mutwa does their breakfast open to the public. Mm-hmm. But it's the same Saturday that we have Michael on a mission.
Oh,
right? Like
yep.
The next one is May 9th. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's when the Mutwas is.
Yep.
But that's pretty good. I haven't gone, but I've talked to the guys that go, and it's adults $15, 12 and under $8.
And the Mutwa doesn't do a lot of things open to the public.
No, they don't. They're seem to be doing more stuff now, like these breakfasts.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's good. Coming up on the anniversary of the disappearance of Ralph Jean Marie, something that people called him Riz. That's something that's talked about quite a bit around here, and that it was kind of the case that came and then went nowhere, and there's still not a lot of information. He was not reported as missing immediately. Foul play is definitely suspected in that case, but on April 15th, 2020 is when that took place. And he went missing right around 1 a.m. on the 13th, but it did not get reported until the 15th. And
Yeah.
by then, I mean, a lot of evidence can be destroyed, gone, even if it was, something happened in the woods or right around there. It would have been hard to catch up and really pinpoint what happened without knowing right away. And the police were not notified right away. But hopefully someday soon there's some resolve in that case. I can't imagine being the family and not knowing and just having no closure at all.
Yeah.
And that's the case with several around here. Audrey Grout, the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been missing for a crazy number of
30
years.
something, isn't it?
I went to school with both a bunch of her kids, and she had all daughters, and went to school with them. We're friends with them, and then Donnie Messier, same thing. It's been a cold case for years where they literally just go missing. Nobody knows where they are.
The one that was up towards the northeast area, the Brianna.
Maitland.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. We just did that too. That was not that long ago.
Yeah.
Where it was the anniversary of that. One more sponsor hit before we check out of here, because I think we've covered everything for now. And that would be our new sponsor, Curvy Steel Cleaning and Curvy Steel Mist. It's like this Pro Shield. She does cleaning, yes. She does cleaning both residential and commercial. But then she has this special treatment that she can use where it kills germs, bacteria, lingering illnesses, and different contaminants. It's a really cool technique that I don't totally understand yet, but she's going to come do a demonstration. And so sit down, kind of explain all of this with us. But it's great for yes, your home, but also your businesses, especially businesses that are doctor's offices, movie theaters, laundromats, places like that where they're really heavily visited, and to keep those places cleaned up and safe and free from as many germs as you possibly can. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be cool. See her little demonstration.
Yeah, I would like to see what it is. And she's hiring also. So Curvy Steel, 802-224-6315. Or you can message her. You find the ad right on 802 Scoops page. It tells you a little bit about her. And then, of course, go to her Facebook page to find out even more. Yeah. Can you think of anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Come out to Open Hearts tonight. Visit with us. And
I'll probably come along.
I know you will. You always do. You're always very supportive of that, and I appreciate that a lot. It's a good meeting, and I hope more and more people continue to come, and
I'll just throw a public thank you out to all the people that wished me a happy birthday.
Yeah.
A big one.
It was a big one. Are you going to tell?
Sure, why not? It's
Why
just
not?
a number.
Yeah, exactly.
70.
You're 70. Now you are officially 70. And our friend Kurt Doyle had a birthday too. I wonder how old Kurt is. Do you know?
He's a couple of years younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a birthday yesterday too.
Yeah.
As
And Paula Tuchelo, Jan's sister, it was her birthday yesterday. Eddie Watker, Towhead, he's 71.
all these people are so happy that you're telling right
Yeah,
now.
what the heck. I didn't say how old Paula is.
Well, that's because you're a smart boy.
Right.
You didn't want to get into big trouble. So anyway, join us on Thursday. We'll be back here at noon, definitely with some more information as to all of the upcoming events over the weekend, different things, different ways you can get involved. There's also a really important walk coming up. I don't know if everyone remembers. I'm trying to pull it up now. But a young girl not so long ago, tragically, I mean, she committed suicide at a very young age. And it all stems from bullying. It's the bullying and the torment that these kids go through. And so awareness around that. And it's going to be a walk that is coordinated with the dogs, because that is what she loved. She volunteered her time. She was really involved in her local shelter. But it's Walk for Riley, and that's happening April 18th, honoring the life of animal love and her love of animals and compassion for animals too. So check that out. That is happening this weekend as well. It's called a Pack Walk for Riley. The walk starts at 10 a.m. They want you to arrive by 9:45, and it will be at the Randolph Union High School, 15 Forest Street in Randolph. And if you can't join them, maybe think about giving a donation or sponsorship toward that event. But all of that information is on 802 Scoop as well, and we're honored to shout that out. They contacted us to see if we could help out with that. Dwayne upstairs, hey Dwayne, says happy birthday, Jeff.
Thank you, Dwayne.
So take care, everyone. We will see you on Thursday. Until then, be safe. Stay out of the rain or dance in the puddles. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Road trip for me.
A little puddle jumping never hurt anybody. So take care, everyone, and we'll see you Thursday.